Hey friends, it's August 27th, and I will go ahead and admit that this is kind of one of those softball lessons. It's kind of like an expected lesson. Looking at today's reading, lamenting, it's one of those lessons where you probably thought, yeah, she's going to teach on that. And you're right, I am. Because here's the thing, I can never hear it enough. I can never hear it enough. I get messages all the time these days about hardships and hard times that people are going through. I don't usually talk about personal things on my teachings. We do our best to keep them as timeless as possible. But this is one of those days where, you know what? Oh my goodness. My mom died. My mom died April 8th. My mother-in-law died July 4th. My dad is in the hospital fighting COVID pneumonia. And I'll tell you, it has seemed like a hopeless kind of year. And I know I'm not the only one. I'm not alone. You're probably sitting there going, me too. Me too. And I was sitting there today, well, writing this lesson for today. And I thought, you know, what do I do? Do I really sit down and restore my hope and hope by looking at Lamentations 3, 21, 22, 23? Or do I sit and have a pity party for Wendy Pope? Party of one. There are days when it is hard to turn to, yet I still dare to hope. It's hard. I'm not going to tell you that it's not. I'm not going to tell you it's easy. There are days when I just want to binge watch TV. There are days when I want to just call a friend and just whine and complain. There are days when I want to go and just shop and not think of anything. And honestly, there are days when I just want to get in my car and drive out of my driveway and not tell a soul where I'm going without a plan and not look back for a long time. Because I think if I could just leave this area for just a little while, I'll be okay. And I'm not saying these things don't help. I'm not saying my friends don't help. I'm not saying that sitting and having a crying pity party for one doesn't help. I'm not saying sitting around and just scrolling around on the internet and watching crazy videos on YouTube of goats and chickens and whatever else we can find to make us laugh. I'm not saying trips don't help. But all of those are temporary. because eventually I have to drive back home. Right? Eventually we have to come back to it. So on the days when it's hard to restore my hope and hope, and to remember that Jesus really is my only hope, that Lamentations 3, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26, oh, we can't forget 25 and 26, sometimes we just offer them as lip service. And sometimes we just say them until our feelings and our emotions catch up with our words. Yeah, that's what we do. We just say, Lord, your faithful love never ends. Your mercies never cease, and your faithfulness is great. And you are good to everyone who depends on and searches for you. And it is good to wait on the salvation that you're going to bring. And sometimes we just have to read it and read it and reread it and reread it until it takes root in our hearts. If you're in that place, my friend, with me, just know that it's hard. Know that I'm there. I'm struggling. I'm teaching. I'm doing my best to keep food in our pantry and clean clothes on our backs around here. And even though it is hard to say, He is faithful to the very end. And every day that I can get up and I can do something, that's me experiencing His mercies that never cease. Every day that you get up and you put one foot in front of the other, that is His faithfulness being great to you. It might not be that you're accomplishing something really big and huge. It may be that you're just putting the one foot in front of the other and making it to the coffee maker. Right? But that's okay. Imagine how Jeremiah felt when he wrote these words. How broken he was. How hurt he was. How exhausted he was from all the years of proclaiming all the truths to the people, and they kept turning their backs on him. But he says, all of these things are so bad right now in my life. All of these afflictions and the Lord's anger that I'm experiencing, that He's led me into the darkness. He's shut out the light. He's put His hand against me again and again all day long, he says. Yet I dare to hope when I remember these things. So let's you and I dare to hope, to restore our hope in hope itself. And our hope is in Jesus. We'll see you next time on Read Through the Word.